John, first goal since the opener against Bradley couldn't have come at a bigger moment. Just what did it mean to you off the bench to be able to get the two that sends you through to the next round?
It's unbelievable. Being able to help the team that way, anything I could dream with. Yeah. I remember 2 years ago, I had the same opportunity of subbing in and having the opportunity to get the win with my goal. So yeah, living that again is unbelievable.
Take me through that second goal. What'd you see, and just kind of what was the moment like for you?
As soon as I saw myself in front of the goal and the goalie was in front of me, I'm scoring this goal. I'm not missing this. There's no way I'm missing it. That's what I think in that moment.
John, what was the message for the team after Maryland takes the late lead there and you've only got a few minutes to try and get things tied up?
Yeah, we saw how we play with almost 5 men in front. So it was just go up in front and score. Get us in the game. That was basically the message.
What's that shift in emotions like? I mean, you go from no goals in 83 minutes to down 1-0 with 7 minutes left, season on the line. And next thing you know, fast forward 5 minutes and you're the hero of the day.
Yeah, adrenaline just running through the veins. That's what I feel right now.
And that's school history too, man. I mean, that's the furthest the program's ever gone in the NCAA tournament. Just being able to do that for your team as a sophomore and kind of put your stamp on history. Just how cool is that for you?
It's very cool. Very cool. Having the opportunity to have the team making history, making it to the next rounds, yeah, very cool.
Okay, anything else for Koka? If not, we'll let him get back to his teammates and we'll bring in head coach Jon Leamy.
Sounds great.
Thanks, John.
Thank you.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Now we'll bring in head coach Jon Leamy and we'll go ahead and open up things for questions.
Yeah, Coach, just talk about the sophomore. I mean, coming off the bench, hadn't scored since the Bradley game and gets 2 huge goals to put you guys through to the next round.
Yeah, and we got so many different players. And first of all, thanks for being here in the coverage, guys. It just means the world to our program, and we really appreciate what you guys are doing. But a lot of different players and a lot of guys can score, and John does a lot of good things, and he's done them all year for us. So it's just not necessarily the goal production, although we were happy as heck to see those 2 go in today. But he's been doing a fantastic job, as so many of the boys are. And, you know, hey, they gave one up late, and you could just tell the guys were pissed off. And if you need to edit that, you can. But they weren't happy, and you could just tell that they were going to go, and they were going to get in, play. They played, as John just said, a little bit more direct, got behind your back line a little bit, caused some problems, and it was fantastic. And even after the first one, I heard a couple of guys go, we're going to end it now. We're going to end it now, and there's not going to be overtime, and it was fantastic to see them do it. Wonderful job.
Coach, was there ever a doubt? I mean, that's late when they score that first goal. There's not much time left. What's going through your head?
Not much. You try not to think. It's a player's game, and they went out there and they played and they took care of it. And until that clock says there's nothing left on it, you know, that's what you do. And that's how they approach everything with practice and everything they've done all year. So, you know, we absolutely had a belief we could come back and score some goals.
Only 16 teams now remaining. Missouri State gets to be one of them. When you think about that, you know, what goes through your head? How does that feel?
It feels good, but, you know, the team's going to be happy right now. They're going to be happy, but they're going to be grounded, and we'll get back to practice, and they're excited to get another game. They like playing the sport. They like playing with each other, and that's the biggest thing that they've accomplished is they know right now they got another game, and that's the coolest thing in the world.
And that's school history, Coach. I mean, you guys have never gone this far before, but that's got to be amazing for you.
No, it's absolutely unbelievable. I mean, we're excited about it, but, you know, you got to put it in perspective. I mean, you know, I don't know how this is going to come across, but the team came out here expecting to win. I mean, you know, and they were, like we said, they weren't happy when we gave that goal up, and they probably was a couple of chances to bury some earlier because I thought they were the better team. I thought they dominated with play. We did as coaches. The boys were well prepared from the coaching staff, And I think they did what they expected they wanted to do. And that's a real good thing, Wyatt. So I think, I don't think you're looking at like a massive upset or anything like that. I think they put this thing in perspective and they took care of business. And that's a great thing. We couldn't be more proud of these guys.
You mentioned they were pissed off. I'm kind of curious what your emotional roller coaster was like. Soccer, you've got somewhat limited control over there on the sideline to really control the game for 83 minutes, give up that goal. I imagine put you in a frustrating spot, and then to get those two so quickly, I imagine that's quite a roller coaster you went through.
Yeah, I mean, it was, because next thing you know, you're down, but 2 minutes later, 2 minutes and 15, 25 seconds or something, I mean, they responded back. And once you had it level, we knew time was going to be there, whether it was in regulation or if it went to overtime, because overtime gives you 20 more minutes unless somebody wins it. So there's actually more time on the clock. We had some good subs, good rotation. I think everybody that went in there and played today did a good job. So like I said, I think the guys were confident. When they got that first one, massive, and then they could just almost breathe a little bit. But like we said, when that ball went over the top and Jon just got onto it, and it was just a fantastic finish. Not an easy goal to score at all, because the Maryland goalkeeper is a good goalkeeper, and it was so good to see Jon just kind of beat him and slide that thing by him.
Coach, the wind looked like it was whipping on the video. Was that a factor out there for you guys?
Yeah, with the first half, we had the wind. And sometimes that's a good thing. Sometimes it's not. I mean, believe it or not, sometimes you can play against the wind and you're forced to do some different things. Maybe have a little bit more possession, show better angles, really work for each other. But it actually almost seemed like it cooled off a little bit in the second half. I think we had more cloud cover. I thought both teams dealt with it, but it wasn't a horror. We played in a real big wind when we played Creighton in Kansas City earlier, and that thing was blowing. But today, it was a bit of a factor, but not too bad.
What are you seeing on that final goal? What's going through your what do you see happening in front of you?
It was slow motion on the bench, because we saw that one coming. It was over the top. Jon physically had good position on that guy. He freaking turned him, and he's in. So it was going to be a breakaway, and Jon's quick. And we didn't think anyone was going to catch him. And it's like, come on, baby, do your stuff. And he did it. He just took care of it just like he does at training. And great day for Jon and his teammates.
You guys go now from Wilmington to Cary the rest of the way. I'm curious, just behind the scenes, what that process looks like for you guys. I know you've enjoyed being on the beach as far as getting some training in, but now you kind of got to leave that and head up toward Raleigh.
Yeah, I mean, the guys liked seeing the ocean. That was great to get the trip out of their system a little bit. But to be honest, there's a couple of folks working on some of that stuff. But, we've got some time, so I think we're going to be here for the night and whatnot. And I think it's just maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours we were told to get up to Cary. So we'll get up there and we'll get situated. And whenever they say to tell us to play and practice and stuff, we're going to be ready to go and excited to do it. But right now, the guys we came out of the game pretty healthy. I think the guys, we'll hydrate them. It was a little bit warmer, a little bit more heat out here and humidity than we've seen in Springfield lately. But, it was a good adjustment for the guys, and it'll be good going into a new city. That'll be exciting and fun, and we got some time to prepare.
Would you categorize that as the biggest game that you've been a part of, biggest win you've been a part of?
You love every team, every player that ever wore a uniform. And if it was a preseason game or an exhibition or a regular game, I mean, you've just got unbelievable memories. And the best memories that we have is we've got the best alumni in college soccer. We've got unbelievable fans and boosters. We had some of them out there today. And I guess a lot of folks were tuning in on the TV to watch it. But, yeah, this was a big game. But you'd never want to say that it was, one over the other. We've had great teams and, real good success for years and years. And, yeah, but this was a good one. You know what? This is great for the university. It's fantastic for Missouri State, and we hope some folks feel real good about it, like the team does. How'd I do, Wyatt? Is that all right?
Coach speak, Coach. That's great. You're great.
Good.
Anything else for Coach?
Coach, just looking ahead to the next round, I believe you got the winner of the Washington Grand Canyon game. What are your initial thoughts about who you could be playing?
You know what? We don't know anything about it yet with results and whatnot. But yeah, you know, it's interesting because it's two West Coast teams. You know, one out in Arizona and one out in state of Washington. So, you know, it's kind of funny they came all the way out here too to play. But Phil Woods has been doing a lot with our film and video, and I know he's already gotten ahead on them a little bit, and we got some feel. But there's plenty of time still to break down some of the game plan in the film. And Mike Siebold, Phil Woods, Will Lukowski, they're doing a great job of prepping the guys. So, you know, we'll be able to see them because we have open sharing with film. So you can see teams play against different you know, schools and whatnot. And of course, we don't have anyone really in common with them this year. So they'll be a new team, as we will be to either one of them. So it'll be fun, and it's exciting when you can play some new teams in different leagues and regions.
Okay, well, we'll wrap things up here. Appreciate you guys, and we'll let Coach and enjoy the celebration with the team.
Congrats, Coach.
Hey,
Congrats,
thanks
Coach.
a bunch, guys. We appreciate you.